This video is about creating space for yourself to do your meditation, creating time so you can take the time to do your meditation, and how to sit, how to hold your hands, what kinds of things you can sit on. Hello, I'm so glad that you're back and ready to learn how to sit and find what's comfortable for you for meditating. So you can actually sit any which way you want. A lot of people say, well, how am I supposed to sit? What do I do with my hands? Where do I look? Do I just close my eyes? How do I do this? So if you're going into more like a formal meditation time, which it doesn't have to be, as you'll see as we go along here, you can just be fully present in the moment. So we can even practice that right now, is to be fully present in this moment as you're watching this video. Breathing in, holding it, and releasing it. And recognizing your breath, bringing yourself fully present. So in this video, I would like for you just to relax and allow yourself to find what works for you. Now I'm sitting on the floor, as you can tell, and the most important thing is that you keep your spine straight. So we want to have nice, tall, straight spine. And you want to feel comfortable to sit for a while. As you do meditation, as you practice meditation, and you do it more and more, you will want to sit longer and you will want to be here longer. So I suggest finding something right from the start that is very comfortable. When I first started, I tried a lot of different things, and I think it set me back a little bit when I first started, because I didn't allow myself to find what was comfortable and make that my conscious place that I would be all the time. We do tend to associate things, so you will start to associate your meditation time with where you sit. And I suggest to create a space, create a place where you can go all the time that is going to be quiet, but that you consciously and then eventually unconsciously will relate to, like, oh, this is my meditation space. And you're not going to think about it necessarily once you get going, but your body will say, oh, okay, this is where I go. This is where I go to relax. So to start out with, I'm going to sit on the floor and I'm going to show you some different ways. But to get some of the tension out, I want you to go from your feet and just start tensing the feet. And then your shins, and it's easier if you actually put them out in front of you. If you're sitting in a chair, that's fine. So sitting in a straight back chair, or you might need to place a pillow just so your back is straight. So going up and clenching everything really tight and releasing. Breathing in, breathe out, and clenching everything really tight. Breathing in, breathing out, and one more time, really tight, even your face and your jaw, and releasing. When we tighten muscles, clench muscles, they relax more than when they started. Very good thing to do before any meditation, and it's great to work out or exercise. I tend to get up in the morning. I have a few different exercises, and you can even roll your neck around, tense up in the back and release, tense your shoulders and release, and tense and release. Doing things in threes is a nice way to do it. So I'm sitting like this on the floor, and like I said, you may choose to sit in a chair that supports your back, and maybe having a pillow. Make sure your spine is erect. And I don't actually sit this way for very long. I do a little bit of yoga this way, and then what I do is I get my cushion. And I have also a few other things that you'll see in the video that you can sit on, but this is my well-worn cushion. It's not even straight anymore. It's kind of off to one side, and I like sitting on this. Another option is to use this wooden stool that a friend of mine made, and you can kneel on it or sit on it, or you can use this cushion to also sit on. So what I do, and we're all human and we get to do whatever works for us, and if we didn't grow up being a yogi, then we might need a little bit of help. So I sit on this cushion, and I actually cheat a lot. I put 2 pillows underneath, and it actually gives my body a little bit more support with my knees. So we don't have to be yogis here. We need to do what works. So this is what works for me, and I thought if I'm going to show you what works and all the different ways to do it, then I'm going to show you what I do. So this is it right here. I am supported with each leg. It takes some of the strain and the pressure off of my legs. And here's how I sit. Now, to use more than one sensory perception, that means seeing and hearing, or hearing and feeling, can be breathing and a touch, to stop the chatter in your brain, which is a very important secret to meditation and relaxation. One thing you might want to try is to touch your 2 fingers together. It could be your index fingers, it could be your middle finger, it could be any of the fingers really. So try one, and you can sit in this position as you meditate. Whatever position you start in is where you want to stay for the meditation time. Okay? So I like to put my left hand in my right, and I do what's called Kriya Yoga. So I have beads that I use. So I will hold on to my beads as well, and that helps me count the number of Kriyas that I do. Some people will use that to count the ohms, the number of ohms that they do. Okay? So there you have it. Different ways to sit. You can do the same thing in a chair. If you sit in a chair, make sure that your feet are planted on the floor, nice and solid, flat on the floor. You don't want to be up too high, okay? Or place something under your feet to take the tension out of your legs.